And welcome to the championship game of the Open D Division bracket here at the 18th Annual Sin City Classic. We are in the Ken Scarce Memorial Studios, bringing you this championship game between the LA Shade and the Basic Pitches from LA. That was our first batter, Angel Romero, batting for the visiting Shade, and he lines one to right field and gets a single.
Rudy Huerta will be the second batter. He's the second baseman. Angel Moreno, who caught in the first game that we just did, is now playing left center field as they've made a minor lineup change. It is a runner at first base and nobody out. The pitcher is Adrian Banuelos, and the next batter hits a ground ball into left field for a base hit. Angel makes the turn at second, goes back to second. It's runners at first and second and nobody out here in the top of the first for Brandon Watson.
So this is an all-LA final, again with the LA Shade coming out of the losers bracket to play the LA Basic Pitches who came in from the winners bracket. That's why they're the home team.
And here is Banuelos' first pitch. Swung on and hit in the air to left center field. Left center fielder comes on and makes the catch. On the play, Moreno to third, and on the play, Huerta to second. The ball gets by the third baseman, but not far enough for any further advancement. So it's a fly ball out by Brandon Watson. Charlie Brown will bat, and he can give his team an early lead.
If you are watching our coverage here on the Sin City Classic Facebook or YouTube channels, please comment. Please tell us who you're rooting for. Please tag other players so they can see this exciting championship game.
And Charlie Brown skies one into shallow left center field. The shortstop gives chase. He makes the catch, but a run will score. That was a nice play out there.
So Angel Moreno comes in to score. That's an RBI for Charlie Brown.
It's a sacrifice fly to the shortstop. And Eric Johnson will be the batter. The runner, Huerta, held at second base. There was no opportunity for him to advance. The ball was not hit too terribly far away from where he was. And so Eric Johnson will bat with the score 1-0 in the top of the first inning here. And the pitch is a strike call. There's a ground ball hit to shortstop on several hops. There's no play. The third baseman was not covering. The shortstop wanted to go to third base to get the out, but no dice. Valiente had to just hold the ball. It'll be runners at first and third. That'll go as an infield single. And the batter is Jamie Estrada, the shortstop. First pitch is a ball.
Little bit of a mental lapse there. Reasonable to think he would go for the force play, but reasonable
and
to try to get that lead.
There is a slow roller hit out in front of the plate. There'll be no play. 2-0 as Rudy Huerta comes across to score. On the plate, Eric Johnson to second, and safe at first is Jamie Estrada. And the batter will be Larry Ruiz, who is catching in this game after being the extra hitter in the previous game. 2-0 for the LA Shade here in the top of the first inning. That pitch is outside for a ball. Here's the next batter, or the next pitch rather, is lined over the pitcher and on into center field for a hit. Eric Johnson rounding third. They will send him, the other runner, to third base, and it's now 3-0.
And Ruiz out there at first. I mentioned in previous broadcasts, he is a Naga Hall of Fame member. He is also the chair of the competition committee, helping make
space as Angel Moreno will come in, and he will run for Larry. We have runners at the corners, 2 outs. And the first pitch to Justin Gilchrist is outside. And the next one, swung on and up the middle, and that's on into center field for a base hit. And another run will score as Estrada crosses the plate for the 4th run in the inning. Moreno holding at second base, Gilchrist safe at first. And the batter will be the pitcher, Ald Matias. First pitch swinging, and there is a base hit into left field. Moreno will come around to score the 5th run in the inning. It's 5-0.
And for those who watched our last broadcast, the Shade ended hot with 13 runs in their half of the 4th inning, so picking up right where they left off.
And the batter will be Mario Zuniga. He is the extra hitter in this game, and then Jonathan Ramos is in the on-deck circle. So the first pitch swung on, and a slow roller to short. Shortstop throws to second. They get the out on the forced play, and the inning is over. But 5 runs came across here on the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first. The LA Shade 5, the LA Basic Pitches, who came out of the winners division, the winners bracket in this tournament, they are coming to bat.
We're here in this company to make the world a better place, and we like to think we're doing it through Tito's Handmade Vodka.
I don't need it. I just want to know where it was. Okay. We are about to start the bottom of the first inning. It was a very productive top of the first for the Shade as they grab an early 5-0 lead. And the Basic Pitches, who we saw several hours ago, will bat Ernie Rubalcaba, Victor Dominguez, and Ariel Hernandez. Left center field, right center field, and left fielder here when we begin this half inning.
Minimal changes for the defensive lineup for Shade. The main one is that Pedro Nila is not in the game for this game as he was last game. So Angel Moreno will be out in left field. As he points out, there will be an Angel in the outfield.
He told us that Larry Ruiz will be the catcher, but you and I both know Larry, and that is not Larry Ruiz. But that may be Mario Zuniga, but we're not sure. Ernie Rubalcaba will be the leadoff batter here in the bottom of the first inning, and he waits for the first pitch from Ald Matias, and the pitch does not count.
I believe that's actually Ald Matias, who pitched the first game, who was catching.
And the pitcher is Mario Zuniga. Okay, let's make that change on my sheet. And the first pitch is a strike call. 1-2. Here's the next one. Swung on and lifted in the air to shallow center field. Angel Moreno over to make the catch, and that's the first out. One out, and Victor Dominguez the batter. And the first pitch to him is illegal for a ball. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. The next delivery, outside. Here's the next delivery, and he walks. So the first base runner of the game for the Basic Pitches draws a walk, and Ariel Hernandez will be the next batter. He plays left field. On-deck hitter is David Valiente. And the first pitch to him is low for a ball. And the next one. And there is a strike call. Ball 3. Count is full. Runner at first base, 1 out. The 3-2. Swung on and skied in the air. Left center fielder moving over into the right center fielder's part of the outfield. And second out of the inning. And the batter will be Valiente, the shortstop.
Angel all over the outfield this inning.
Yes. outside. The next delivery on the plate. 3 balls and 1 strike. Here's the next toss. And that pitch is outside, ball 4, and another walk. It's the second walk in the inning. And we'll bring up Robert Villa, the left fielder. Courtesy runner at first base.
So 4 batters into the inning, the pitcher, the catcher, and the left center fielder have gotten to play, and that's about it.
And Villa takes the first pitch and swings and hits one to the shortstop. He'll flip to second for the out, and the inning is over. 2 walks, but nothing came across. We head to the top of the second. Our score is still the LA Shade 5 and the LA Basic Pitches nothing on the Cloud Sports Network.
And we'll take a minute here just to catch you up on the rules of this D Division softball game. D is the way we talk about the level of player that is playing this game. So in the Sin City Classic is using the old rating system. It's been changed. So in their rating system, players up to a level of 12 can play, and the team cap is 110. No balls can go over the fence. A ball that is hit in the air over the fence is an inning-ending out. All the batters are going to start with a 1-and-1 count, and there is no courtesy foul. So if you hit a foul ball with 2 strikes, you are going to be out. That's different from some other tournaments you may see us cover. A ball has to go above 6 feet, but not above 12 feet to be a strike. Otherwise, it will be illegal. And you get 1 courtesy runner per inning, and that can be anybody in your lineup card. You can have designated people who get a runner as an accommodation, and that has to be the last out.
Jonathan Ramos swings and hits one on the infield. And the pitcher fielding his position well makes the play. That was a really nice play by Benuelos on the first base, and that's out number 1 here in the top of the second. And the ball is down for a base hit. So a runner at first and 1 out. By the way, our home plate umpire is Brandon Spencer from Atlanta. Griffin Benechetti is our base umpire, and he is from Dallas. This is Rudy Huerta, who singled and scored in the first inning, and he takes the first pitch for a ball.
We mentioned Brandon a little bit earlier. He is the son of another umpire who umpired one of the games we saw earlier in the day.
Kathy Spencer.
Kathy Spencer.
And that pitch sails outside. Here's the next one. Swing and a line foul to the right side. Runner at first base, 1 out. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the batter, Rudy Huerta. And there's a fly ball hit out into right center field. The ball is over the right center fielder's head, and it's going to roll. Moreno coming around third. He will score. Huerta on his way to third. They will send him. They throw home, and he is safe. That's a home run.
The only kind you can hit in D softball.
7-0. And Brandon Watson, the batter, he flied to left center field in his first at-bat, and he bats for the second time in as many innings.
Some of the shade felt that play might have been a little closer than it needed to be.
And there is a ground ball to the second baseman on 3 hops. The throw to first in time, and Watson is 0 for 2.
But Huerta said, I was not going to get down. I don't think he wanted to slide in this.
So that's the first out here in the top of the second inning, and we'll bring up Charlie Brown, who hit a sacrifice fly on a ball that was caught in shallow center field by the shortstop, and he got an RBI on that. And here's the first pitch to our friend, and he swings and lines one over the shortstop's head and into left center field for a base hit.
And that shortstop just looking up and going, good grief, as that ball zips over his head.
There's going to be a courtesy runner as Moreno comes in to run for Charlie. And Eric Johnson, who singled in his first at-bat and scored a run, will bat for the second time. And he takes the first pitch and hits one into left field. The ball is in for a hit, and runners will be at first and second with one out.
And we have a little good-natured fun about Charlie Brown. He's a friend of ours, and his mom and dad watching the broadcast. If you would like to tag your mom and dad or tag your friend's mom and dad so they can watch their children play softball as well, we'd love to do that. You can comment in the Facebook or the YouTube feed for Sin City Classic.
Here's Jamie Estrada. And that pitch hits the plate. 2 balls and a strike. The next delivery. Swing and a bouncing ball to the first baseman. He'll go to the bag himself, and it's 3 unassisted. And that is the third out. But 2 more runs have scored for the LA Shade here in the top of the second. We go to the home half of the second. Our score is now the LA Shade 7 and the LA Basic Pitches nothing here on the Cloud Sports Network.
And we're going to take this change over to tell you about another sponsor, and that sponsor is Lexus, designed to seamlessly blend eye-catching design with exhilarating performance and dynamic styling. Lexus has been proud to support the Sin City Classic with its series of brands for 18 years running.
We'll take a moment to thank all of the women and men in blue, headed up by David Waite, the umpire in charge, always so accommodating, very friendly to us, helping us out with lineup sheets so that we can get our rosters in the scorebooks, and it's always a pleasure to work with these people, so we thank them. The leadoff batter here in the bottom of the second inning will be Jordan Scott, and he goes after the first pitch and hits one into right field. The ball drops for a hit. Karams to the right. There's a potential play at second base, but after going halfway, he realized he would never make it, and so Jordan Scott goes back to first base, and it's a leadoff single here in the bottom of the second. Robert Ramirez is the batter. Pitch to him. He swings and pops one up. It's in foul territory, and it drops harmlessly.
Catcher Matias getting a lot closer to that ball than I thought he was going to.
Yeah.
Good speed behind the plate.
Apparently it's his birthday, Robert Ramirez. That pitch sails way outside for a ball. It's 2-2. And the 2-2 delivery, swung on and popped up. Shallow left center field. Left fielder coming on, and the ball drops in for a hit. So 2 on and nobody out. And the batter will be the pitcher, Adrian Manuelos. There'll be a courtesy runner at first base. It's the first base coach. And here is the first pitch here in the bottom of the second to Manuelos, who swings and hits one in the air to right field. And going over, and we lose sight of the ball there. And apparently the catch was made, and the runner from second tagged and went to third. Jimmy Ruiz will be the batter. So Jordan Scott tagged and went to third on that. That is just a fly ball out. Runners at first and third now, and the left-handed batter, Jimmy Ruiz, the batter. And the first pitch is a strike call. The next one, illegal. Ball 2, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the next one is behind the batter. It is 3-2. Ruiz waits for this pitch and smacks one to the shortstop. Throws to second for one. Throw to first, not in time. A run scores as Jordan Scott scores the first run of the ball game for the LA Basic Pitches. The runner forced at second base is the second out of the inning, and the runner at first base is Jimmy Ruiz. He is safe on a fielder's choice. Omar, I'll let you do that last name again.
Amancio.
Thank you. Omar Amancio will be the batter. And the next pitch is a strike called. It's 2-2. 2 out in the inning. 1 run has scored. It's 7-1. And Amancio hits one out into left field. Left fielder ranging a few steps to his left. That's Jonathan Ramos. And that ends the inning. A run does come across, though, for the Basic Pitches. They trail 7-1 as we go to the top of the third on the Cloud Sports Network.
And since the Basic Pitches have not been on the broadcast for a few games, we'll tell you what's been going on and how they got here. Yesterday in pool play, they beat the Terran Fruyu from Sacramento 14-3 and the Toronto Swallows 8-7. They were actually the number 2 seed out of their bracket, with the Swallows being the number 1 seed. And then they went on a run of beating number 1 seeds. They beat the New York City Fairies to start the tournament, then the Norfolk Gunners, which you saw, then the Dynasty 18-14. Then 10-8, they beat the Dirty Divas in our first broadcast this morning. Then they went on to beat these LA Shade 14-13. And that's what dropped the LA Shade into the losers bracket to come back through and play the Roughnecks, win, and come back to this game. All of those teams, the Swallows, the Fairies, the Gunners, the Dynasty, the Dirty Divas, and the LA Shade, were the number 1 team out of their brackets.
Leadoff batter here in the third inning, Larry Ruiz hits one down the left field line, and that ball is down for a base hit. And that's how the top of the third will start.
Hall of Famer Ruiz having a good day at the plate.
Yes, he certainly does have some good stats for today. Justin Gilchrist, who singled and drove in a run in the first inning, will bat for the second time. The pitcher and the home plate umpire having a conversation out on the mound. And now the base umpire starts to come in, but now that whatever conversation is in, there's a courtesy runner at first base for Ruiz. It is not Angel Moreno, though. All right, Justin Gilchrist waits for the first pitch, and he takes a ball.
Didn't see what that was about, Rich. Sometimes it's about when the pitcher's foot leaves the rubber.
Swung on and hit in the air to right center field. And the catch is made, and that's out number 1. Justin Gilchrist out, and the batter will be Ald Matias, the catcher.
And so Roman is telling me that what he is hearing is that the pitcher was starting off the rubber, so he was taking what is called a walking lead. He was moving and taking a step with both feet off the rubber.
Here's the first pitch to Matias. It's a strike call. There's a swing and a ground ball to shortstop on one hop. Throws to second for one. Relay to first. Gets by the first baseman, not in time. The runner for Ruiz is out at second base. 6-4. And the batter is safe at first base on the fielder's choice. And Mario Zuniga will be the batter. He hit a fielder's choice to the shortstop in his previous plate appearance. And he swings and hits one in the air to left field. It's on the line. Left fielder coming over, makes the catch, and the inning is over. A very quick inning, too. 4 batters came to the plate. 1 hit and 1 left. To the bottom of the third we go, and our score remains 7-1. The Shade over the Basic Pitches, both teams from Los Angeles, and we're here on the Cloud Sports Network. We are at play here in the bottom of the third inning. 7-1 our score, the shade over the basic pitches. And Ernie Rubalcaba will be the leadoff batter. Left center fielder waits for the first pitch from Mario Zuniga, and here it is. And it's very short for a ball. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. And the next one, outside, ball 3. 3-1, the count. Comes right back, and that pitch is a strike. With Brandon Spencer, you have to wait a few seconds before you can call that pitch. It's 3-2, and that pitch is illegal, ball 4. A leadoff walk starts the bottom of the third, and Victor Dominguez will be the batter. He walked in the first inning. And that pitch is a little high. Nope, he called it a strike.
You got to take your own advice, Rich.
1 ball and 2 strikes.
Wait for that final decision to come through.
Yeah. 1-2. Way outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The next one is swung on and grounded into left field for a hit. It'll be runners at first and second for the basic pitches and nobody out. A walk, a single, and Ariel Hernandez will bat with David Valiente in the on-deck circle. And the first pitch he takes on the plate. 2-1. 7-1 our score. And that pitch is a strike called. It's 2-2. The LA Basic Pitch is the home team in this game, trailing by 6, but with runners at first and second and nobody out in the bottom of the third. And there's a fly ball hit out into left field. And the catch is made. There'll be a tag at second, and Rubalcaba safe at third.
Impressive play out there in left field. I thought that ball was going over his head, but he was able to turn and get under it.
Valiente the batter with runners at the corners and 1 out. And he swings and goes after the first pitch and lines one into right field. And that ball is down and goes all the way to the fence. Rubalcaba has scored. Victor Dominguez comes around third. He will score. Valiente into third, and he will hold with a triple and 2 runs batted in.
So the basic pitch is getting going here with 2 in already in the third and 1 on.
Robert Vila will be the batter. 7-3 is our score now. And only 1 out with the runner in scoring position at third base. First pitch is a ball. And the next one, he swings and misses. Embarrassed by that. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and that is lifted in the air to deep left center field. The outfielders give chase, and the catch is made. Was it? Apparently not.
Yes.
It is a...
the umpire saying that it was. I think
It's a sacrifice fly. It's very dark out there. Sacrifice fly to the left center fielder, scores a run. It's the second out of the inning, but the third run of the inning, too. And so they're a run closer are the basic pitches. It's now 7-4, and the batter will be Jordan Scott, who hit a single and scored in the second inning. And there is a line drive head out into right field, and it's in for a single. So Jordan Scott keeps the inning alive for Robert Ramirez. Ramirez singled into the second inning, and he'll bat here in the third. His team trailing by 4 at 7-3. by 3. It's 7-4.
So the pitchers started this inning 6 runs down. They've erased half of that, and they have a runner on base again.
And here's the first pitch. He swings and grounds one to the second baseman, bobbles the ball on out into right center field, and both runners will be safe. For the pitcher, Adrian Banuelos, who can help his own cause here, he's got a runner in scoring position and 2 out. It is Jordan Scott at third, Robert Ramirez at first, and the first pitch is lined into right field for a base hit. They will send Jordan Scott. They'll hold the other runner at second. 4 runs have scored in the inning. It is now 7-5 for the LA Shade. So the error hurts. There'll be a courtesy runner out at second base. The batter is going to be Jimmy Ruiz, the first baseman.
And a little bit of a momentum change here. The Shade came in hot after that big game with 13 innings beating the Roughnecks. Basic pitches had been sitting, took them a minute, but now they seem to be warming up at the plate.
Ruiz has the pitch go behind him for a ball. I think that's the second time I've seen that. 2-1 the count, the next delivery. Swing and a ground ball up the middle and into center field for a base hit. Actually to the left of second base, and a run will score. Robert Ramirez scores. Banuelos held at second base. Ruiz at first on the RBI single. 5 runs have scored in the inning. It's now 7-6. And Omar Amancio will bat. And he swings and hits one in the air to left center field. Moreno makes the catch and the inning is over. But this was a good inning for the LA Basic Pitches. They score 5 times. And we go to the top of the 4th. Our score is now the LA Shade 7 and the LA Basic Pitches 6. Here on the Cloud Sports Network.
And just to remind you about the path that was taken here by the LA Shade, they were the number 1 seed out of Pool E. They beat the San Diego Kraken 10-4 and the New York City Fusion 18-3 in pool play. During the tournament, they won 13-8 against the Las Vegas Royal Flamingo, which may be my favorite name of the tournament. 12-4 against the Chicago Kinetics. 10-9 against the LA Roughnecks. That ended their day in the winners bracket yesterday. They came in this morning and beat the down by 4, 8-6. So the down by 4, down by 2. Then they lost to the Basic Pitches 14-13. Got knocked into the losers bracket. Had to come play the LA Roughnecks, who they beat 23-8 in our last broadcast. And now they are here in the championship game as the visitors coming out of the losers bracket. Again, all LA teams in the 1, 2, and 3 spots. The Roughnecks already taking home the 3rd place medals in this game to decide who gets first and who gets second.
The leadoff batter for the Shade here in the top of the 4th will be Jonathan Ramos, who bounced out to the pitcher in his first plate appearance. His team leads by a run. It is 7-6. And then after he bats, it'll be the top of the order. The first pitch is the strike call. The second pitch is swung on and hit into a line drive to the first baseman, and that's out number 1. Top of the order now. Angel Moreno will be the batter. He has reached twice, singled and singled. He has scored 2 runs. And the first pitch is a ball. Here's the next one. Swung on and bounced back to the pitcher. Easy play to first base, and that's out number 2. And the batter, Rudy Huerta, he has singled. He has also hit an in-the-park home run. And he has scored twice, driven in 2. First pitch is a ball outside. There's a line drive off the second baseman's glove and on into right field for a base hit. Huerta takes the turn, goes back to first base. It's a 2-out base runner with Brandon Watson coming to the plate. Brandon Watson has flied to left center field, and he has grounded to the second baseman, and he takes the first pitch for a strike call. Next one is a ball, 2-2. Swing and a fly ball, a ground line drive hit out into left field for a hit. Runner comes to third, and he is safe as the ball is dropped by the third baseman. So it'll be runners at first and third as Huerta easily made third base. It's a single for Watson. Charlie Brown will be the batter. And there'll be a courtesy runner. Moreno again the courtesy runner for Watson. Charlie Brown has hit a sacrifice fly. He has also singled. And the first pitch to him misses outside for a ball. It's 2-1. Here is the 2-1 delivery. Swing and a bouncing ball to the shortstop. He bobbles it, throws to second, safe. The ball is dropped by the second baseman. Rudy Huerta scores. And it is 8-6. Here in the visitors' half of the fourth inning, Eric Johnson, the batter, singled and singled. He has scored a run. First pitch. Swung on and grounded in the hole between short and third for a base hit. Moreno comes around third. They throw home. They have a play. The ball is dropped and the runner is safe. On the play, Charlie Brown to third and Eric Johnson to second. It'll be a single and a run batted in, and Jamie Estrada will be the batter. 2 runs have scored in the inning. It is now 9-6 in favor of the LA Shade in the top of the fourth inning. This all happening with 2 out. The first 2 batters made outs. And then 4 successive singles, and there is a ground ball to the shortstop. And now they're going to they'll do something. They throw to third, and the runner is safe. Did Charlie Brown score? I believe he did.
Yep, so I think what happened there was the ball went to the shortstop. I think he thought for a minute he had to force it second, which he didn't. So then he tried to get the runner at third. The ball beat him, but the tag was late. And that was Johnson going into third. Brown had already scored, and Estrada hung it first.
So it's first and third. 3 have scored in this inning. It's now 10-6. And this is Larry Ruiz, who now has a sweatshirt on. And here is the next one. Swung on and grounded to the second baseman. He bobbles it, recovers, has no play, or did he? He's out. I have 3 runs having scored in the top of the fourth. Bottom of the fourth is coming up next with our new score, the LA Shade 10 and the LA Basic Pitches 6. On the Cloud Sports Network.
And we've been talking a lot about LA. All 3 teams, as we mentioned in the medals, coming from LA. These 2 teams battling for first and second. This Las Vegas tournament, the Sin City Classic, is actually put on by the LA League, GLASA. And so we need to at least mention the devastation of the LA fires, which is affecting so many of the players and families and friends of the members of this team and the people from organizing the tournament. Please keep them in your thoughts and prayers, and consider donations to groups like the Red Cross or others who are helping out with the victims of the fire and the people who have been displaced.
Never seen anything like it. Never.
Hall of Famer Larry Ruiz, one of the people who had to evacuate. I was on a meeting with him where he had to take it from somebody else's house.
Eric Rubalcaba will lead off. He has flied to left center field. He has walked and scored. His team trails by 4. Swung on and hit in the left field for a base hit, and that's how the bottom of the 4th begins. On a solid single by the leadoff batter, and that'll bring up Victor Dominguez, who is walked, he has singled, and he has scored.
And Rich, we are hearing we have about 17 minutes left in this game, so probably definitely get into the 5th inning, but we'll see how much beyond that we would get.
First pitch is inside for a ball, 2 balls and 1 strike. And that pitch is a strike called, 2-2. There's a fly ball foul, and he's out. That'll be a strikeout. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 4th. We'll bring up Ariel Hernandez. First pitch is inside. Here's the next one. And that pitch is a ball, 3 balls and a strike. 10-6 our score. Shade over the basic pitches. That pitch is illegal. It's ball 4. Rubalcaba goes to second. Hernandez on at first. David Valiente will be the batter. Tries to cut into this deficit, which is 4 runs. And the first pitch is a strike. Or as we heard, strike. Valiente swings and goes up the middle, and that's in for a hit. And here comes Rubalcaba around third. He will score. The ball gets by the cutoff man. And on that play, Hernandez to third. There'll be a courtesy runner at first base. The score is now 10-7. There'll be runners at first and third for Robert Villa. (10-7) our score. 1 out, 2 on, 1 run in the inning. And Robert Villa takes a pitch outside for a ball. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the next one. Swing and a slow roller foul down the third base line. This one needs to be fair. And he pops it up in the foul territory, and the catcher makes the play. That's out number 2. And that'll bring up Jordan Scott, who has singled twice and he has scored twice. Runners are still at first and third. Hernandez at third. The runner for Valiente is at first base. First pitch is a ball, 2-1. The second pitch, outside, 3-1. Pitch outside, and it's a walk. So that'll load them up.
4.
Ramirez now with the bases loaded. 1 run has scored in this inning. Our score is now 10-7. The shade over the basic pitches here. And the first pitch, swing and a ground ball past the first baseman into right field for a hit. A run has scored. Another run will score. The runner from second on his way to third is safe, and the runner at first held up. Now the ball is bobbled, and there's no play as the runner goes from first to second because nobody called time. So it'll be a single, 2 RBIs. 3 runs have scored in this inning. I have 10-9. Is that what you have?
I have 10-9, yes.
Okay, and so the batter will be the pitcher, Adrian Banuelos, and he takes the first pitch behind him for a ball.
We are contractually obligated to say he has a chance to help his own cause.
Jordan Scott at third, Robert Ramirez at second. Here's the next one, and that pitch is a strike called. It's 2-2.
First base is open, but I don't see a big advantage to pitching to Jimmy Ruiz over Banuelos. They both are 1 for 2 for the day.
Here's the next one. It's illegal, and the count is now 3-2. And the pitch. He swings and he grounds one to the second baseman, off the second baseman's leg and into the out. Here comes another man home, and he is safe. And it's a 5-run inning, and the Basic Pitches grab the lead at 11-10. Jimmy Ruiz, the batter, now with the runner at first base, and the Basic Pitches having grabbed the lead for the first time in this game. And Ruiz swings and lifts one foul to the left side and out of play. The batter and the catcher hug. They didn't realize they were playing against each other, is what I just heard as I was eavesdropping. And the count is a ball and 2 strikes to Ruiz. Here's the next one. Swung on and up the middle and into center field for a base hit. Banuelos holds at second. Omar Amancio will be the batter, and he will try to add to his team's lead, which is 11-10.
And I'm going to ask Mitch to save that clip for when I need to convince pitchers to wear a mask, because a foot lower, and that could have hurt somebody.
Very close. Amancio takes a ball, 2 balls and a strike, a runner in scoring position with 2 out. Here's the pitch. And that pitch is deep for a ball, 3-1. And here's the next delivery. That pitch is outside. It's a walk. The bases are loaded. Back to the top of the order. Banuelos to third, Ruiz to second, and Amancio at first. And the batter is going to be Ernie Rubalcaba, batting for the second time. This is the second straight inning, by the way, where they have batted around.
And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change here. I was wondering how long that might take. I think that was at least the 3rd walk of the inning. And the pitcher from the last game, Matias, had been catching, and he had pitched well and given up fewer walks in his last game.
Ernie Rubalcaba can add to his team's lead. They have scored 5 runs in this. Well, yes. First pitch misses for a ball. 11-10 our score. Rubalcaba waits. He swings and lifts one in the air to right center field. Giving chase the right center fielder. He comes over and he makes the catch, and that ends the inning. Another 5-run inning? Another 5-run inning for the Basic Pitches. This time it gives them the lead. We go to the top of the 5th. It's 11-10 now for the Basic Pitches over the LA Shade here on the Cloud Sports Network.
And again, not surprised to see that pitching change. There was the possibility that, Matias had pitched, I'm not sure that he did, against the Basic Pitches when they lost to them earlier, but either way, that was a fairly close game. And he was having no problem in the last game against the Roughnecks. So we'll tell you one more time here with such a close game as we go into the 5th inning at 11-10 in favor of the Basic Pitches. We appreciate you watching the broadcast on the Sin City Classic Facebook or YouTube pages. And if you are watching and want to get to a few more people to help watch these teams in this exciting game, tag their friends, tag their families, and let us know that you're watching and who you're rooting for and who you might want to give a shout out to or a little encouragement through the chats.
This is Justin Gilchrist to lead off here, and he hits one in the air to right center field. And the catch is made. That's out number 1. The catch made out there by Victor Dominguez. That is the second straight time that Gilchrist has flied to the right center fielder. In his first at-bat, he singled. And now the pitcher, Ald Matias, is batting. He has singled. He has hit into a fielder's choice, and he takes the first pitch for a ball. 11-10 our score. The next one misses. It's an illegal pitch, so it's 2-2. And that's a walk. So the tying run on for Mario Zuniga, who is now the catcher, having started the game as the pitcher. Oh. And the first pitch to Zuniga. Swung on and hit in the air to left center field. Left center fielder coming over to his right, makes the catch. And that's out number 2. We'll bring up the last batter in the batting order. Jonathan Ramos has hit a ball back to the pitcher, and he has lined to the first baseman. He is 0 for 2, and Angel Moreno moves into the on-deck circle. We're at play here in the top of the 5th inning, and the first pitch is a strike call.
And, Rich, we have about 5 minutes left in this game.
And the next one, swung on and a ground ball to the first baseman. He bobbles it, recovers, and goes to the base himself, and that is out number 3.
All right, so, Rich, as we go to the bottom of the 5th, we have a score of 11-10. So the basic pitchers who are the home team are ahead. If they are ahead at the end of when the clock goes out, if it happens in this inning, then they would be the victors. So it would not surprise me, as we mentioned in the prior game, if they take a little time coming to the plate. But 5 minutes is longer to burn in a half inning than you might think, so they're probably going to need to get some offense going and get some hits if they want to win it in the 5th. If they get out while there's still time on the clock, we'd go to a 6th inning.
Victor Dominguez will lead off here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And takes the first pitch for a strike. The next one, he swings and hits a slow roller down the third baseline. Eric Johnson comes up throwing, but not in time. Dominguez fleet of foot.
Not
It'll
hit
bring
that
up
hard.
Ariel Hernandez, I'm sorry.
Barely fair, but hit to a good spot and just too slow rolling for him to be thrown out going to first.
First pitch to Hernandez. Swings and he hits one in the air to left center field. Moreno over. The tag is made. The runner coming into second base is safe.
So the basic pitch is at least trying to get an insurance run, taking a little risk on the base path there, but pays off. Got a runner in scoring position now with 1 down.
David Valiente will be the batter. Walk, triple, single, 2 runs scored. First pitch is a strike. There's a swing and a bouncer to the second baseman. He'll go to first, and that's the out. Out number 2. We're inside of 3 minutes to go here, 2 minutes and 45 seconds, and the clock continued to run. Robert Villa will be the batter. It's 11-10, basic pitches over the shade, and the first pitch to Robert Villa is a ball. The next one is a strike called. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the next delivery, swung on and hit in the air to left center field. So they put the leadoff batter on, and that's it. They go out, and after that, it's the 3rd out of the inning. No runs after 5 innings. We're at 11-10. It'll be the leadoff batters for the Shade in the top of the fifth inning, or yes, off of the sixth inning. Moreno, Huerta, and Watson. Time is going to run out in this inning at bat for the Shade, but no matter what, if the Shade were to take the lead, the basic pitchers would still get their last at bat. But Adrian Banuelos is going to see to it that that doesn't happen.
So as you say, Rich, situation is that the LA Shade coming to the plate for the top half of the sixth. They are trailing one. They need one run to keep this game going.
Angel Moreno has singled and scored, and bounced out to the pitcher. He lines one over the shortstop's head and on into left center field for a leadoff single, and that's the tying run. Rudy Huerta, the batter, he has singled and scored, hit a home run, and singled and scored again. He is 3 for 3.
With Moreno and Huerta, good speed out there.
Yes. Ball 1, ball 2. And the next one, swung on and grounded to the second baseman. He bobbles it. He'll have no play. It's an error. And that'll bring up Brandon Watson. The time has expired. We knew that would happen. So we'll see where things go from here. Watson swings and lines one foul to the left side. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Watson a little eager there. If I'm pitching, I'm probably going to try to go right back inside and see if I can get him to do that again. He's 0 for 2 or 1 for 2, and the one hit he had was right down the line and barely fair.
He is behind in the count, 1-2.
Moreno almost certain to score on a single, and Huerta probably certain to score on any extra base hit.
And the next one is lined up the middle and on into center field for a base hit. A run will score. We're tied at 11. The other runner to third. There will be no play. They don't even throw over there. Nobody out. And the batter will be Charlie Brown, or Charles Brown.
And Moreno back out on the base paths to replace Watson at first.
He has a sacrifice fly for an RBI. He has singled twice. He has scored a run. He goes after the first pitch and bounces one back to the pitcher. They'll go to second for 1. On the first, no play. The run scores, though. Rudy Huerta comes across to score, and now it is 12-11. The batter will be Eric Johnson. And the first pitch to Eric Johnson is swung on, and here is a slow roller to third. They let it go foul. One ball and 2 strikes to Eric Johnson. And the first, or rather the next pitch to him is outside for a ball, 2-2. To the shortstop, he has no play. It'll be runners at first and second.
Good job to keep that ball on the infield. Probably saved a base or 2.
Jamie Estrada will be the batter with another runner in scoring position. 12-11 our score. The Shade now has the lead, and the first pitch is lined into right field for a base hit. Brown around third. He'll score the third run in the inning. Johnson holds second, and it's 13-11.
And still only 1 down in the inning.
Larry Ruiz, the batter.
Apparently didn't like the results with the jacket on, so off again.
He has singled and scored. He has singled again, and then he bounced out to the second baseman. He has another runner in scoring position. And the pitch is a strike called. It's 2-2. Justin Gilchrist in the on-deck circle. Ruiz swings and hits a ground ball to the shortstop. He goes to second for one, and the ball is dropped by the second baseman, and they say the runner is safe, and now they throw home, and the runner is...
So the blue is calling obstruction. Okay, so let's... First, the runner was coming in, and in the umpire's estimation, out on the fielder's choice, and then Gilchrist at third. So
right,
yes,
so
as you
Justin
say.
Gilchrist is at third base on a ground ball to the shortstop. It is now 16-11.
This is exactly the danger people talk about overthrowing or throwing behind runners, trying to chase the runners.
And the next one, and that ball is hit to third. The runner will come home to score. There is an out made at home, and that is out number...
That's out number two. The infielder bluffed the throw to first, but actually the runner was running hard down the line anyway. It might have been a hard play, so instead bluffed the runner, got him the run from third, and threw him out at home, and that time no obstruction. So 6 in, 2 down, and a runner on first. Huerta coming out to coach third.
And there is a fly ball hit out into left field off the bat of Mario Zuniga, and the catch is made and the inning is over. But a productive inning, certainly for the Shade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 runs in the inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Time has expired, but the game still goes on. It is now 16-11 here on the Cloud Sports Network.
And so the basic pitches come up in their half of the 6th. They will need 5 runs to tie, 6 to win. As you say, time has expired. They do not have the top of the order coming up, but they have a productive part of the order. They have Jordan and Ramirez, and Jordan has been on base. Both of them have been on base 3 times. Jordan scoring 3 times, and Ramirez scoring twice. And after them, Benuelos, who actually made the hit that gave the basic pitches the lead back in the 4th. So no run is safe. A little huddle over here by the basic pitches, trying to get a little momentum going. But as you say, errant throws in the top half of the 6th cost them quite a few runs.
That was a terrible inning. Jordan Scott will lead off here. He's batted 3 times, he's been on 3 times, and he has scored 3 times. They need 5 to tie, 6 to win. Ball 2-1. Swing on a ground ball to second. Throw to first. 1 out. Robert Ramirez now will bat. And there is a fly ball hit into left field. The ball's got some carry, and the ball is down for a base hit. It'll be a double for Ramirez, and he is a 1-out base runner here in the bottom of the 6th inning. They need a whole lot more than that. The pitcher, Benuelos, is going to bat here. He is 2 for 3. 1 for 3. And the first pitch to him is a ball. And next one. Strike called. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2 pitch is lifted in the air to right field. It's got some carry on it. The ball is down. A run will score. And the other runner, the batter, Manuelis, is going to go into third base with a triple.
So 1 in, 4 more to go to tie the game for these basic pitches.
Jimmy Ruiz will be the batter. It's now 16-12. Left-handed batter Jimmy Ruiz. He has reached on a fielder's choice. He has singled twice. He has yet to score a run. He can drive. He has a chance to drive in this run. He swings and pops one up. Shortstop ranging over to his right. Does not make the catch, and so a run will score. And Ruiz on his way to second is in with a double.
Just too much spin on that ball. It was curving away from the shortstop. He looks a little shaken up from the dive over there.
16-13.
And it looked like the ball got into second, perhaps ahead of the runner going in, Ruiz, but the ball throw was to Huerta behind the bag, so Ruiz safe at second.
Omar Mancio will be the batter.
So a tying run in the on-deck circle.
First pitch. Ball outside. 2-1. A swing and a pop-up. Shortstop calls off the third baseman and makes the play. That's 2 out. And Ernie Rubalcaba will be the batter. He has flied to left center. He has walked and scored, singled and scored, and flied to right center. And he swings and hits a ground ball to the shortstop, fielded by Huerta, by Estrada, but he has no play.
So an infield single. The runner holds at second.
Held second.
So the tying run at the plate.
That'll bring up Victor Dominguez. And here's the first pitch to him. It's a strike called. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the next one. He swings and goes after that and hits a ground ball to second base. Second baseman runs to the base himself, and that's it.
And we go to the if game.
2-run score. That's not enough. 16-13 our final, which means we are here for another 60 minutes. We have one more game to go. We're going to take a break. Thanks for being with us for the first game of the final. Final score will be the LA Shades 16 and the LA Basic Pitches 13. And we'll be back with the championship game here on the Cloud